Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Auto Club Speedway here in Fontana, California. We are ready for the penultimate round of the 2022 DRL Summer Series here in good old Southern California. Ready for the Auto Club 500 here today. 24 drivers and 25 laps around this 2-mile, 14-degree banking D-shaped oval. Which unfortunately will be getting turned into a short track in real life, but here in the game, of course, we can keep it going in its best form, the 2-mile track. This was always one of my favorite tracks, and I'm excited to have it as the second to last round of the 8-race DRL Summer Series season. And speaking of the season, coming to an end soon, only one race after this at Armory Digital, but the points coming in are very, very close, especially between the top three. Nathan Ormond leads the way with 223 points. 1 point behind is Roger Parker, who won at Iowa a couple races ago, and then Jordan Watt, who was our last winner at Pikes Peak, is 3 points behind Nathan Ormond. So, and then of course there are still a host of other competitors. Only 2 drivers have been mathematically eliminated from championship contention. That number is sure to go up after today, but for now, still a bunch of guys in the hunt for this championship going into Armory Digital next week. But we'll have to see how it all pans out today here at for the Auto Club 500 once we get these engines fired. And the engines are all fired here at the Auto Club Speedway. So take a look at your top 10 starting positions. On pole is the number 30 of Zachary Fitzwater, the second time he's done that this season. And to his outside will be Burt Macklin in the number 7. On row number 2, we have Kate Onyx in the 42 Cadillac machine, with GoDaddy on the car, and Annie Thomas lines up next to her for an all-female row 2. In row 3, Stephen Collin in the 45, and Reggie Fogelman in the 24. Rolling off from the 7th spot today, Roger Parker, 1 point behind Nathan Ormond for the points lead. Coming into today, we'll see if he can get back into the points lead. And alongside him, Cole Stravik in the 54. Then, finally on row number 5, Madison Kingsbury in the 77, and the Daytona winner, Ryan Durrani in the 16, who got his first top 5 since Daytona last week at Pikes Peak. So now as the field rolls down the back straightaway, all 24 drivers are ready to go. You see Caleb Rose and Jordan Watt on the back row. They're all 12 rows, 24 drivers ready to go racing here as we roll through turn number 3 and 4. On the pace lap, and in just a second, pace car will make the sharp left turn to pit road here at Auto Club, and the field will be in the hands of Zachary Fitzwater as he rolls off. We're ready to get going here at the Auto Club Speedway. Green flag in the Auto Club 500 in the DRL Summer Series. Coming off of turn number 4, it's going to be Fitzwater holding on to the lead for now. Kate Onyx in the 42 is right behind him. And as you saw off of turn number 2, the pack fanned out 2 and 3 wide throughout. Burt Macklin's going to send it in from the 3rd spot for the lead. They make contact. Onyx into the wall. Fitzwater was very close to getting up there as well. He and Macklin got out of it, and they're going to fall straight through the pack like a rock. That's the top 3 already way off the pace on lap 2. And the battle for the lead becomes Braden Perez and Ethan Lewis. As the 87 goes by on the inside, he's going to have a big advantage as we cross the line to finish lap 2 onto lap number 3. Here at Auto Club, Nathan Ormond's found himself in 3rd.
Already starting out this race, some 3 and 4 wides, almost 5 wide, 2 attempts over there. Now Ethan Lewis closing up to the back bumper of the 87. He's going to send it down the inside in turn number 2. He is going to take the lead down the back stretch.
Side by side off of turn number 2, Ormond looks on. And Lewis is going to have enough momentum to get past and clear Braden Perez into turn number 3. The 13 moves into second. Here's Logan DeCarlos moving into the 4th spot. In that 31, he's also up there, top 5, top 10 in points. And Jordan Watt from the back row has already found his way to 5th. And that's incredible drive from that 40 machine in just 3 laps to get to the top 5. He goes by Colin Cropley for 6th as it starts to spread out just a little bit here from that. Oh, and looks like we had an accident between Cole Stravic and Will Parrish. Obviously, oh, the caution is out, so something we did not catch. But it looks like Ethan Lewis is still the leader in the number 2 as the caution came out before they crossed the line. Nathan Ormond will be 2nd, Braden Perez 3rd as the field comes to a slower pace to match the pace car. And yeah, Will Parrish sits on pit road, saw Cole Stravic go down, and he's already retired from the race, I do believe, in the 54, unless we can find him on the track. I don't see him anywhere. But a couple of very hairy moments already in this race, and as you see, one of them already resulting in a caution on lap number 3 of 25. Let's go take a look at what happened. As you can see, going into turn 1, 3 wide back here with Logan DeCarlos, Will Parrish, and Cole Stravic, and DeCarlos washes up the track too soon, and Parrish just gets clipped by Stravic, and they both go hard into the wall. And that's certainly going to be the end of the day for both of them. Parrish gets turned around and slides backwards through turn 2. Cole Stravic is able to keep it on the track, but he's already retired from the race. And this was just after Kate Onyx and Burt Macklin and Fitzwater all hit the wall, so that's why we didn't catch it, even though it was in the top 10. But a quick first caution here at Auto Club. We'll take another look at it in real time. Welcome back to the Auto Club Speedway here, the DRL Summer Series in the Auto Club 500 on lap 7 of 25. We're ready to go green. Once again, as we roll through turns 3 and 4 right now, the leader is Ethan Lewis. Behind him, Nathan Ormond, the points leader, coming into today, the penultimate round. Braden Perez is 3rd, Logan DeCarlos 4th, and Jordan Watt completes our top 5 as we are ready to get back green here at Auto Club. The pace car pulls down. Ethan Lewis is going to lead the field of now 22 back to the green here at Auto Club. Green flag flies once again.
Into turn 1, Parrish has a sizable advantage over the rest of the field. DeCarlos now making a move for 2nd place on Ormond. And Perez looking to get to the inside of Ormond as well. And that's going to be a train as now Watt is going to send it 3 wide into turn number 3.
Jordan Watt to the inside of Ormond and Perez for the 3rd spot. It looks like he'll nab both of them in one corner. Perez stays side by side on the outside off of turn number 4. As Ethan Lewis made a good getaway. Still stays in the lead. He's got a couple of car lengths over DeCarlos, but almost 4 wide back here. Ryan Durrani was not close enough to make it. As Roberto Crown Jr. goes to the inside of Ream and Ormond, who continues to fall back on that 3rd lane. He's going, it looks like he's almost outside the top 10 at this point. Burt Macklin's coming up behind him, so is Madison Kingsbury as well. But up front, still all Ethan Lewis. Jordan Watt got to run to his inside. Lewis washed up the track and to the inside for the lead. Jordan Watt on lap number 9. He's going to take it away.
From the back of the field to the front in just 9 laps, we have a new leader. It's Jordan Watt. He's going to lead the inside lane of himself, Perez, and Durrani, who hasn't won since the Daytona 500 in his dominant performance. They're going to take 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to see now, I believe that is the 5 of Bradley Ream going to start charging up. Has had horrible luck this entire season. He's going to try and make something out of it now. Into turn 3.
And Ream's basically pushing Durrani in those similar colored cars through the corner, trying to get up to the 2nd and 3rd spots. Lewis moves down the track right behind him. And a big swerve down the front straightaway, and Lewis is going to make it 3 wide for the 3rd spot underneath Ream. course, Bradley Ream, one of those two drivers that's already eliminated from contention. Oh, he turns Lewis into the wall hard. And that, too, took a vicious impact, and I think Ream got away. Oh, he still got, I think, the hood buckled just a little bit on that 5. But yeah, that's surely the caution, and the race back to the line is between Ryan Durrani and Jordan Watt. Durrani sends it to the inside, and the 16 will have the lead easily by the time they get to the line. Ryan Durrani takes the caution on lap 12 of 25, as we're almost halfway through the Auto Club 500. The second caution is out. Madison Kingsbury, Braden Perez, and Burt Macklin is the top 5. But, wow, what a hit for Ethan Lewis. Goes from the lead to slamming into the wall. And it looks like it was in the same spot as Parrish and Stravik had their incident. And also, we did not catch earlier, Reggie Fogelman had an engine blow, so he was a unfortunate break for him. He'll finish 22nd, and Lewis is going to be 21st out of this race for sure. Because, I mean, you can see the damage on that number 2 Dairy Queen Honda. I mean, tons of right side damage. The hood is buckled pretty far. And that's just not getting back out there. So, don't believe they should make any pit stops today here at Auto Club. So, with that being said, let's go take one more look at what happened between Bradley Ream and Ethan Lewis.
So here we see Ethan Lewis all by himself on the inside lane. He's trying to make a send down the inside of Ream. He slides to the track with too much momentum. He's going to clip the front bumper of Ream, and that's going to send them both careening into the wall. Heavy impact for Ethan Lewis. Ream took a lot less of an impact, but still has a lot of car damage. That's going to be the end of his chances of winning this race today. Now we're going to go back and look at that in real time. Heavy impact for Lewis, though.
Back with you a little early here. It's only lap 13 going into 14, but we've had an issue from the 5th position. It's Burt Macklin in the number 7. And I'm guessing a tire went down or something on that 7, because it's not looking like a blown engine unless it's just a different mechanical problem. But hopefully he gets back out on the track. It still has a chance of this thing, but an unfortunate break for Burt Macklin, who was running in the top 5. We'll get you back to the restart right after this. We're back with you here at the Auto Club Speedway for the Auto Club 500, the 7th race of the DRL Summer Series season this year in 2022, with Ryan Durrani leading on the way to a second restart of the race here, and hopefully the final one, and it'll be 10 laps to go. Jordan Watt sits right behind him, as well as Madison Kingsbury, Braden Perez, and Nathan Ormond, who now take the 5th spot away from Burt Macklin, who is still on the track but had a tire go down under the caution, as you saw. So, with that being said, Ryan Durrani is going to take the second restart of the race, and hopefully the last one. 10 to go in the Auto Club 500. A good getaway for Durrani. And 3 wide behind him almost. Ormond and Perez fanned out immediately across the finish line. But it looks like it's not going to do any of them any good. And now Cropley is going to the inside of Nathan Ormond, calling Cropley to the 5th spot through turns 1 and 2 off the restart. Jordan Watt is coming right up to the gear, or to the bumper of Ryan Durrani, and here he goes to the inside down the back straightaway. Watt pulls out with the draft, and the 40 is going to go right back to the lead where he was before the caution. Jordan Watt back to the lead, coming to 9 to go here at Auto Club.
Jordan Watt, who won the last race, he's going to take 9 laps to go here. Sizable gap over Durrani as he's going to be passed by Perez into turn number 1. And Perez might try and go for both. No, not close enough. Cropley also on the inside lane, trying to get it to start working. More strung out than the past few restarts that we've seen here from Auto Club.
Yep, it's only double wide back in the field and single file up for most of the top 10. Although here comes Perez and Durrani, 3 wide for the lead. They're going to put Watt way on the outside, and Durrani and Perez are going to drag race to the line. Perez is going to have it there, but I think Durrani's going to get him easily into turn number 1 here. We'll see. Kingsbury and Cropley right behind them. Kingsbury's going to slide right into the 2nd spot. Gonna almost use Perez as a break there, but they'll come off of turn 2 clean. Durrani likes what he's seeing in his mirror. 4 wide for the 3rd spot. Nathan Ormond on the very inside now in the 13. Titan Nicholas is pushing him. Contact made. Karopli and Perez, they're going to get away with it.
What a
Just
save.
barely. The 10 and the 87 stay out of the wall. Titan Nicholas coming up through this field into the top 5 now, as well as Samit Ozkin and Caleb Rose, who also started on the last row along with Jordan Watt. And speaking of Watt, he's getting passed by Nathan Orman for the 3rd spot. Madison Kingsbury is running up to Ryan Durrani, trying to do one better from last week. Kingsbury almost won at Pikes Peak, but she couldn't quite get it done. Now we'll see if she can get it here done at Auto Club, but it doesn't have the pass. She doesn't have the pass on Durrani yet. And now here comes Ormond, as it's just chaos all over the track here at Auto Club.
So much for the field stringing out now. As back for the pack, we had 3 wides about. And now we have Watt sending it to the inside of Ormond. He does get it done, but Ormond's already clear Kingsbury, so it's not going to be a 3 wide. He's going to send it down. Doesn't come up the track, and he's going to go for the lead here on Durrani.
Jordan Watt sending it, and it sticks for him in that 40. He's going to drag race Ryan Durrani, try and side draft down the back straightaway. I don't know if it's going to work, though. The 16's got the run off a slightly higher line, and he's going to clear Watt once again. But he doesn't get down to the bottom, and Jordan Watt is going to go back to the lead. Madison Kingsbury couldn't quite get there as well. She's going to get right up behind Watt, and now 5 laps to go in the Auto Club 500. Jordan Watt and Ryan Durrani very close at the line, but the 40 has the edge on the inside, and it looks like it's for under caution. It's 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. Too deep for the top 10 there for a second. And Titan Nicholas now working his way to the 2nd spot in the 21. Colin Cropley's behind him on that inside lane. Roger Parker and Burt Macklin back up in the top 10 after his tire issue under the caution. But here comes Titan Nicholas in the 21 for the lead for the first time today.
Nicholas looking for his first win in the DRL Summer Series. And speaking of Burt Macklin, he started up front, got involved in the first incident of the day that didn't lead to a caution, had a tire failure while he got back up to the front, and is now back in the top 5 as Cropley sends it down the inside for a 3-5 to race lead. He is barely going to avoid contact with Nicholas, and Macklin is looking to make the move on Cropley.
And they're just cycling in and out of the lead here at Auto Club. It's been a wild one today. Burt Macklin 3 wide to the lead. Contact between Cropley and Nicholas going into the corner. They're going to keep it clean. And Cropley trying to run that 2nd lane right above Macklin and make it stick. He's going to be side by side off of turn number 4. But Macklin's going to beat him to the line. 3 to go here at Auto Club. Ryan Durrani's ready to pounce. So is Jordan Watt. Caleb Rose is in the top 5 for the first time today. As well as Logan DeCarlos up back working his way up to the front. Benny Watson is up here in the 17 for the first time as well. But up front, Burt Macklin and Ryan Durrani gonna do battle now with only 2.5 laps to go here at Auto Club.
Definitely isn't them, though. We still have 2.5 laps, which means Watt or anyone behind him still has a chance to try and send it down the inside of these two. Durrani is going to take the lead off of 4. Heading to the line, it's going to be 2 laps to go here from the Auto Club Speedway, as Watt also tries to pull alongside Macklin for 2nd place.
And Jordan Watt's getting ready to already go for the lead. Into turn number 1, he's going to clear Durrani easily. Logan DeCarlos is on this inside lane. He's going past Macklin for the 3rd spot if he can get a run off the corner. Caleb Rose is going to be right there. Instead, Benny Watson in the 6th spot, and it's 3 wide for 7th between Parker, Ozkin, and Cropley. They'll get through it. Logan DeCarlos is going to clear Watson by the thinnest of margins as Burt Macklin goes back to the lead. We didn't even see it. There's just so much going on through the field right now. You can't look at only one spot. Burt Macklin back to the lead at Auto Club. White flag waves. 2 miles to go here in the Auto Club 500. Logan DeCarlos to the inside.
Starting to string it on that inside lane. Looks like Benny Watson's going to try and make a move to the inside for 2nd place. Doesn't have help from Rose. And Macklin is scooting away down the back stretch for the final time here at Auto Club. Into turn 3, he has a sizable advantage over DeCarlos and Watson, who's now sending it to the inside for 2nd place. Off of turn number 4, it's going to be Burt Macklin taking the win. A masterclass here at the Auto Club Speedway.
Burt Macklin wins a wild one here in Fontana, California, as it was 4 wide across the line right around the top 5 spots, and they might crash in the cooldown lap. Goodness gracious, what a race. I think that was the best race of the season right there. Maybe Armory Digital will top it next time, but we'll just have to see. Right now, living in the moment, Burt Macklin had the most eventful day of anyone. Was involved in almost an accident. After starting second, he was back up to the top 5, had a tire go down under caution, went to the back once again, and then came back up to the front. So he went back to front 2 times in just 25 laps. So clearly he's got the most eventful day in the field. But that'll do it for 25 laps here at Auto Club, and we'll take a look at the finishing order here, the top 10. So we had Burke Macklin winning, obviously, and then in second, which was a crazy battle in the last few laps, 31 came home with it, Logan DeCarlos, the Hillside winner. Third, Benny Watson. Fourth, Roger Parker. And fifth, Caleb Rose. Then rounding out the top 10, Ryan Durrani in the 16, who led quite a few laps here today, followed by Owen Miles, Salmon Oskin, Titan Nicholas, and Roberto Crown Jr., completing your top 10. And there you can see the rest of your finishing order. Bradley Ream finished off the pace after taking damage from that accident. Luckily, we did go the final 10 laps without another accident. And then the 4 guys who had to retire from the race, Lewis, Fogelman, Stravik, and Will Parrish. But yeah, what a day here from the Auto Club Speedway. I'm looking forward to see what the points are going into the final round at Armory Digital. But any closing thoughts on the day?
The racing was spectacular. We had a lot of 3-wide action and a lot of great battles and a few great crashes as well. Will Parrish and Ethan Lewis both taking heavy hits into the wall, surpassing the 1 and 2 car, as well as one other. But very eventful, very fun, and I'd love to see this track coming back next season, so let's hope for that.
So that'll do it from Andrew and I here at the Auto Club Speedway. Thank you for watching. And on behalf of Andrew, I've been Logan. We'll see you next time from the Armory Digital Super Speedway to finish the 2022 DRL Summer Series season. Until then, see you next time and down to points.